guys, and welcome back to Mid-Pack Mania. If you guys are new, as a lot of people are, my name is Corey. We run flat carts out here on the West Coast, Central California. Right now we're running the clone class, and if you watched the last video, we had a little bit of issues with the Jimmy motor. We built another one, called up Jimmy. He said the clearance was nothing to worry about on that rod bearing, so we're gonna run it and see what it does. If you guys are long-time watchers of the channel, you remember the Hemi bike we built, and we finally got it out here. Usually we run a bicycle, but it's been raining, so I wasn't sure how wet it was going to be out here. But also another exciting thing that just happened, we got our championship jacket for the Hanford summer season. Nice embroidered on the back there. It's a nice jacket. I'm excited about that. We worked really hard last season, made every race, stayed consistent, ran the top 5 for most of the season, got a win, got a second, got a third, and just always stayed right there. And it came down to the last race, but we were able to seal the championship, and that was pretty exciting. So that was in the pure stock class. Now we're back to clone, and we're running clone because the barn is kind of famous for the clone class. It isn't as big as it has been in years past, but still, this year everybody comes. If you run flat carts, you come to the barn to run clone. It's the most competitive. And even if you're not up front, there's a lot going on, as you guys can see in the videos. That's been happening. So we've got, I believe, 18 clones checked in today. We're gonna head up here for qualifying soon. We are doing commentary on Fast 4 again today, so not a lot of time to pay attention to the cart, but we did fix the toe, kind of went through it. Hopefully that motor holds together. Still needs some more adjustments, and we're figuring it out, but I'm out here by myself, and I'm working. Fast 4 is the reason I'm able to drive 2 hours to come out here and race. So yeah, kind of have to be doing that, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy racing. It's hard to balance both things sometimes. But anyways, like I said, we're gonna head out for qualifying. It rained this week. It's only about 50 degrees, so the track's probably gonna hold moisture, and yeah, hoping for a good day. Well, we're not even going to talk about qualifying. It's the same struggle that we deal with every time. It's my buddy Brandon. This is the cameraman for Fast 4 Media up here. So the qualifying here is always dry slick, and I always make adjustments too early, and then you come back out and they water and work the track, so that I end up dropping teeth, and then we're under RPMs for the heat race in the main event. So I was revving out a bit in qualifying, and usually I would go and make an adjustment, but we're gonna leave it how it is, and hopefully with the track being maybe a little more hooked up, it'll be right where it needs to be, because you go from revving out and you drop a tooth or two, and then you're underpowered really fast. The cart seemed to handle well, but once again, you can't really judge the day based off of qualifying. I don't know if they did an invert or whatever it is, but we're starting on pole of a heat race. That's gonna be interesting. Luckily I got a decent heat race draw. I don't know how many they're transferring, maybe 3, maybe 4. But we have a good shot at making the show starting on the front. We just got to try to hold off whoever's behind us. But we're gonna go out there. They're finishing up the track now. Start heat races. We're gonna jump back up on commentary. I'm gonna go work on, got the cart right here. We're gonna set our pressures, make sure everything is good to go. That way, whenever it's time for us to hit the track, we're ready to hit the track. So gonna jump back up there. My boy taking pictures. And yeah, make sure, obviously you can't right now, tune in fast4media.com. You get the Red Bluff races, the barn races, Roseburg races, a lot of stuff, 30 bucks a month. But go out here, heat races here soon, and hopefully we made the right decision by not changing the gear on the cart. really quick, I have something exciting. You guys know Diggy. He's been on the episode here a couple times. Tell him your big news today.
I won my first race on the season.
How did your heat race go? I came late. I didn't get to see that.
In qualifying I did pretty good.
Okay.
I did first, and then in my heat I finished first.
You qualified first?
Yeah.
Oh, you qualified first and then won your heat race.
And then I won the.
And you started pole. You led every lap. You had almost a half a track, but it was nice because you've been having trouble spinning out, doing different things, and it was nice. I was up there commentating while you were racing, and I was just like, Diggy's gonna get his first win on the season. I was all excited for it. But Diggy Tails is looking for his first win of the season. He takes the white flag. He's got one to go. 17 of Diggy Tails comes around the final corner. He's gonna take the win. That's his first win of the season. Followed by the 14 of Owen Jacobson, and the 10 of Brody Copeland sneaks back for third place right there at the end. Okay, well that's exciting. We'll be out here tomorrow, and hopefully we go back to back, right? All right, man, good job. So, I mean, it's just wasn't a great day. It was a decent main event. It felt really crazy. Going into that first corner, it felt like it was 5 wide. There was no room. I know it was like 2 or 3 wide. I haven't watched the film back, but it was wild. Felt like there was no room to move, no room for error, and the first one to make a mistake was getting sent, which is pretty much what happened. But I mean, it was a fun main. I feel like that was one of the more fun mains more funner. It was one of the better mains that we ran. It was a lot of fun because there was a lot of swapping, a lot of cautions, which was frustrating. But I mean, in the end, we just stayed patient, found the windows, worked our way through the field, and did what we could with what we had to work with. Shout out to Barn. The Barn, it was a good surface for the main event. It sucked it was so dry slick the first 2 runs, but after we dropped the tooth, I felt like the power was right where it needed to be for that main event. I mean, like I said, it was a disappointing day, kind of a bummer, but we snagged another top 10. We're 5 for 5 in top 10s. They started 16 in the main today, and we finished 8th. We started 12th, moved up some spots. Like I said, stayed patient, and just did what we could with what we had to work with. There's one more race here tomorrow. Just trying, this motor is not happy. Something is up with it. We're gonna try to get one more race out of it. And then we're gonna have to go a different route for the final 2 races of the barn season. But hopefully we can make it through tomorrow. Fingers crossed that we can. And yeah, we can finish this weekend on a better note than what we started on today. But again, I mean, it's pretty much our average finish today. Snagged another 8th, 9th, and 10th is what we've been getting all season. It would be nice to grab a top 5, but I mean, the barn's tough. There's not much room for error. Another thing on the final lap this year, I tried to miss that wreck. Snagged him a little bit, bent that. We'll hopefully get that fixed tomorrow and be back out there. But I mean, yeah, there's not much else to say aside from that. Shout out to everybody else that's been coming up, telling me that you like the channel, telling me that you watch. I appreciate it. But when I'm running Fast Forward Media, like I said earlier, Fast Forward is the reason I'm able to make this 2-hour trip out here and race. Because that's basically my job when I'm here and I race. Racing does come first, but I have to balance both of them. So when I'm running back and forth and I'm doing that, then I'm going to race and whatnot, I'm not trying to blow anybody off. I'm just trying to stop and talk to me. I'm just doing a lot of stuff. But I do appreciate all the support that we've been getting and all the new subscribers and viewers that we've been getting here on the channel. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. So drop a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll catch you guys here in a week on Mid-Pack Mania.